Hej covid, vem fan tror du att du är? Tror du kan komma hit och ställa till besvär?
Ja, som sagt, 3 stycken är vi här hemma som distansarbetar för tillfället. Så att det gäller liksom att sprida ut sig och visa varandra respekt.
Hej covid, vem fan tror du att du är? Tror du kan komma hit och ställa till besvär?
Filter kan man välja om man vill ha på vänster eller höger sida utifrån personlig preferens. Vad man har för om man ska köra bil eller inte. Den andra sidan sitter själva utblåset på. Filtret är monterat. Man drar luckan för att kunna andas igenom den så att säga. Täcker då både ansikte och munnen. Vi har ju då själva tätningsdelen. Här sitter ju då filtret ut och där vi andas in. Så ser den ut. Ganska behagliga på sig faktiskt, det tror man inte. Man ser kanske mer skräckinjagande ut än vad man känner själv när man har den på sig.
Masks and gloves when going outside and encountering other people. Hi, I'm Dr. Pradeep Kumar from Austin, Texas, on drkumar.com. I'm going to explain to you the proper technique of putting on and taking off your mask and gloves. First step, wash your hands. If you've got a little sanitizer, put a little sanitizer in the middle. And as you rub your hands, don't forget to get those webs. Don't forget to get the thumbs on either side and the nails on either side, including the thumbs. Your hands are washed and you're ready to go. Step 2, putting on your mask. If you have a mask like these with rings on the side, you can use those. Some of them just have strings. And if you don't have a mask, you can just wear a bandana, or you can find many ways to make a mask yourself at home, and they're all will work pretty well. So if you have a mask, you understand one of these masks, you find that the metal rim is at the top, and this is the top part of the mask that fits over your nose. You want to put the rings over your ears, fit the mask snugly over your nose, pinch it so it's firm and it doesn't let any droplets in, and be sure to put the bottom over your chin and jaws. Now your mask is on. Step 3, putting on your gloves. When you put on your gloves, you're at home. It's generally safe. You're just going to pull your gloves out of your box and put them on. Remember, you've already washed your hands, so this should be all just straightforward. Your gloves are on. You're ready to go. All right, now you've been out, now you're back, and you're ready. You put your groceries away. You're ready to take off your mask and gloves. Step 1, take off your gloves. Since you've been out, you want to act like there might be virus particles on your mask and your gloves, and you have to take these things off in such a manner. So first, taking off your gloves, you want to pinch your glove here, right by the palm, and you want to turn it inside out, and you're just going to grab it with your other glove, and you have a little Houdini fist right there. And then now you put your index finger at the base of this glove and you turn it inside out, and now you have a very safe way to handle that glove and dispose of it in your trash can. Close the lid. And now your gloves are off. Now it's time to take off your mask. If you have little sanitizers, just give those hands a quick wash once again. You're going to take your mask off without touching the front. That's where the viral particles might be. Take them off on the side, and these go back in the trash can.
Look, we're 39 minutes before the close. The pandemic has forced one entire industry to turn out the lights. Multiplexes to single standing theaters have all shuttered to stem the spread of the coronavirus. But even if they were able to stay open, movie studios from Sony to Disney, to Warner, to Universal have delayed theatrical releases, including A Quiet Place Part 2. That's the sequel of the 2018 A Quiet Place. It was supposed to open in theaters today. The latest date that we're getting now is May 15th. That's a moving target. And next Friday was supposed to be the blockbuster opening weekend for Disney's live-action edition remake of Mulan. New release date, not even been announced. Movie ticket sales on Wednesday for the entire country were a paltry $300,000, down 97% year over year, and a record low for the industry. How long can movie theater chains and the 150,000 Americans they employ survive with soon-to-be zero revenue? Joining us now, AMC Entertainment CEO Adam Aron. Adam, what is the very latest number you can give us of people you have had to lay off?
In the United States, 26,000 people. And what's worse, and that's literally 96% of our entire labor force. And what's worse than that, the vast majority of these people are low-income workers in their first jobs, entry-level jobs, entering the workforce. These people live paycheck to paycheck. One of the reasons I'm here today is I'm fighting for these people. We want to make sure that we have an industry for them to come back to, and ours is an industry in real trouble.
You've got more than 1,000 theaters globally, 11,000 screens. How many of them are dark?
All 1,000 theaters in 15 countries are closed. When you said the industry revenues were down 97% on Wednesday, I was wondering where that 3% came from, because all of our theaters shut on Monday night late.
Oh, yeah, 3%. Maybe they're the little independents. Who knows? But the National Association of Theater Owners, that's the trade group representing your industry, has apparently already asked the federal government for loan guarantees. I saw in recent filings you had, and you can correct me, but $265 million in cash on the books. How soon before that runs dry?
Well, actually, if you look back to the most recent public announcement, which was December 31, AMC, we're a pretty large company. We're the largest theatrical exhibitor in the world, largest in the U.S., largest in Europe. We had about $600 million of liquidity. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of money, except we have fixed costs to be in business every single week. And you can be sure we are doing everything in our power to lower those fixed costs. But we literally do not have a penny of revenue coming in. Our company was an immensely healthy company 3 weeks ago. And we've moved to crisis literally overnight as the U.S. and Europe are essentially in lockdown.
Adam, the airlines, the oil industry, Boeing, they're all asking for a bailout. Make your case for your industry to get assistance from the government.
Well, I want to be clear. We don't want a bailout. What we want are loan guarantees, loans that we can pay back with interest when we open. AMC's
is helping everyone better understand exactly how COVID moves indoors. This is a bit disturbing, if you ask me. It was created by researchers out of Finland, designed to represent your garden variety grocery store, shelving, ventilation. Researchers say the model shows that if you're in that store and somebody even in the next aisle is coughing, you saw what those particles do. They spread out and fast. And not only do they spread fast, it can take several minutes for those particles to actually dilute. How about that?
Susan, you got news for me on Amazon, I think.
Yeah, so we have 10 warehouses across the U.S. that have now reported cases amongst its workers of coronavirus. So we do have one being shut in Queens. That was the first known case of a warehouse worker in Amazon at one of their fulfillment centers to test positive. So that delivery facility has been shut. But now also it looks like Kentucky has closed one of their warehouses as well as a result of one of their employees testing positive. Now we know that Amazon says that those that do test positive, that you can apply for 2 weeks pay from this $25 million this package or this availability of funds that Amazon has set aside. But they're also spending $300 million to hire more workers, $100,000 that they're looking for, willing to pay an extra $2 an hour on top of the $15. And they're paying extra bonuses on those that work above 40 hours a week right now to get those delivery packages out, since we know that there's been a surge in online demand with people having to stay at home.
If there are a few people...
Online demand with people having to stay at home. On those that work above 40 hours a week right now to get those delivery packages out, since we know that there's been above 40 hours a week right now to get those delivery packages out, since we know that there's been a surge in online demand. There's been a surge in online demand with people having to stay at home.
If there are a few people driving, and there are very few people driving at this moment, but I should tell you that the Dow Industrials, bottom right-hand corner of the screen, now up 700 points, and Amazon is above $1,900 a share.
Goes. All right, let's open the studio door and blast it. depression. Hyvä Eurajoki, hyvä Veikkola. Hello Turkey. Hello Greece. Moi Pori. Lappeenranta. Vesjoki, Espoo. Jyväskylä. Rovis. Vuosaari. Vaasa. Stokis. Kerava Halikko. Halikko kuulee.
Kuuleeko Suomi? Darude ja Sandstorm soi just äsken. Toivottavasti ympäri tämän maan kaikilla Suomen parvekkeilla ja pihoilla.
El pinche coronavirus a todos sacó de quicio. La gente anda paniqueada, ya nadie hace caso omiso. Como ya le dio a Tom Hanks, pues creen que ya valió Wilson. Ya no hay clases en escuelas, cancelaron los conciertos. Ya cerraron Disneylandia, esto me está dando miedo. Y hay quien dice que se abracen, que no pasa nada, no hay pedo. Hay casos en todo el mundo, pero
van pocos días de estar en cuarentena y ya quiero que entren los niños a la escuela. Yo no sé cómo le hacen las maestras cuarentena. Voy a engordar de seguro en cuarentena porque ya me tragué casi toda la alacena. Y estos chamacos parece que no llenan cuarentena. Qué difícil es quedarnos en la casa, la verdad se pone muy dura la cosa. Sobre todo los que estamos encerrados todo el día con la esposa. Es en serio que debemos de cuidarnos y no saludar mejor de lejecitos. Ya tenemos que lavarnos bien las manos y cuidar a los viejitos. Todos debemos de estar en cuarentena y no son vacaciones, de veras ya ni friegan. Con la salud ya lo saben, no se juega en cuarentena. Ya me aburrí de estar en la cuarentena, por favor recomienden alguna serie buena. Ya jugamos Monopoly, Uno, Twister, Jenga y Matatena. Qué difícil, ya no aguanto tanto encierro. No sabemos ya qué hacer con nuestros hijos. Yo los amo, pero en serio que ya quiero que se larguen los canijos. Hoy todo mundo ya está en la cuarentena. Ojalá que ahora sí entendamos por la buena. Hay que cuidarnos muy bien de esta pandemia en cuarentena.
Tua papper, tua papper, tua papper, tua papper, tua. I can't stop this feeling att kanske det är rätt att bunkra massa papper till min toalett. Och då jag kör bort till min butik och snart man hör mitt nervösa skrik. Jag vill ha 2 rullar Edet, men får då beskedet att allt har tagit slut. Jag åker bort till Ica, till Willys och till Coop. Men där så vill jag skrika, det är slut på alltihop. Vad fan ska man göra? Vad ska man torka med? En bok, en slant, en halsduk, morgonrocken av frotté. Ska man ta fruns gamla sommarhatt, en näve gräs eller grannens katt? Jag vill ha 2 rullar Lambi, men likt stackars Bambi så sviker mina ben. Alltså det är ju slut va? Vad fan ska vi göra? Ska vi köpa mer kattsand så det räcker till oss också eller? Och varför hamstrar folk? Jävla egoister, det räcker inte till andra då ju. Men varför folk köper vart paket, ja det är något ingen människa vet. Jag vill ha 2 rullar Särla, då är du en pärla. Om du kan ge mig det. 2 rullar Lambi, men lik stackars
From me to you, I'm free and I'm new. From town to town, I travel around. From mouth to hand, from airplane to land. It's a revival, I have gone viral. I am Corona, Corona. I'll give it to you, the new Kung Fu flu. I am Corona, Corona. From me to you, the new Kung Fu flu. My biggest fans don't clean their hands. You are an ace when you touch your face. If you pick your nose, I'll give you a rose. Cough without cover and you'll be my lover. I am Corona, Corona. I'll give it to time for the Corona dance. First do the cough, then do the sneeze, then do the fever, then do the freeze, then the fatigue, then do the headache, then try to breathe, then do the panic. One more time. First do the cough, then do the sneeze, then do the fever, then do the freeze.
Is this a fever? Is this just allergies? Caught in a lockdown, no escape from the family. Don't touch your eyes, just hand sanitize quickly. I'm just a poor boy, no job security, because of easy spread, even though I wash my hands laying low. I look out the window, the curve doesn't look flatter to me, to me. Mama, I just killed a man. I didn't stay inside in bed. I walked past him, now he's dead. Mama, life was so much fun, but now I've got this unforgiving flame. Mama, I didn't mean to make them die.
Man blir mjukstartad för tempot.
Calls to sue China for giving the world this coronavirus that has killed 70,000 people so far and absolutely paralysed the world economy. And China does have questions to answer. They're not just the questions I've raised several times before, like why did China wait weeks to tell the world about this new virus? Why did it punish local scientists who did try to warn us? And now there's something else. The general theory is that this virus comes from a species of bat jumping over to humans, and that it all started in the seafood market at Wuhan, where wild animals are also kept and killed. But that theory is now looking very shaky. For a start, a scholar from the South China University of Technology recently published a paper saying, wait a minute, according to municipal reports and testimonies from 31 residents and 28 visitors, the bat was never a food source in Wuhan and was not sold in that market. In fact, the Lancet study confirmed that the first person to get sick had no connection with the market at all, although many, of course, later did. Now, this scholar, who used to be a postdoctoral research fellow at Harvard Medical School, no fool, said maybe the virus came accidentally from researchers in Wuhan who'd been working on bat viruses. He said one such researcher at a nearby laboratory, just 300 metres from the market, reported that he'd been splashed with bat blood and urine while researching coronaviruses, although not necessarily this COVID-19, we don't know. And he was quarantined for 14 days. But this scholar who wrote about all this has since told the Wall Street Journal he's withdrawn his paper because he had no direct proofs. But you can imagine what pressure China might have put him under to shut up. And there's more. That bat researcher who got splashed is virologist Qian Zhanghua, who works at the Wuhan Center for Disease Control near the market and has collected bats for virus research. Now, a promotional video on him suggests that it sometimes involved poor protection. But there is also another virus laboratory a bit further away from the market, which also worked on bat viruses. Now, this government laboratory even advertised twice last year, and I'm showing you a Google translation, for people to come work on a new on new bat and rodent viruses it had discovered, and to do research on bats and coronaviruses related to SARS, which this laboratory traced back to bats a decade ago. I should make clear that this research is most likely about preventing illness, not causing it. And when the news broke out that Wuhan suddenly had a strange new virus erupting there, the head of this government laboratory in Wuhan, Xi Zhengli, was called in to investigate. The Scientific American reports, if coronaviruses were the culprit, she remembers thinking, could they have come from our lab? Well, later she posted on WeChat, I swear with my life, the virus has nothing to do with the lab. And I have no reason to say she's wrong. Unfortunately, I also have no reason to say she's right. I don't know. And China is not the kind of country that would welcome a confession that one of its own laboratories was to blame for all this death and destruction. So, who knows if we'll ever get to the truth? But we must keep asking questions.
封城，我有点不太记得。
听到封城的消息，应该是1月23号的早上，那个时候应该刚从床上醒过来。
当时在家，
正准备吃年饭。
那个时候我们还处于正常的工作当中。
瞬间，马路上一个人都没有，没有车，所有商店不开。
就记得那段时间的朋友圈基本上是整晚都会有那个红点出现，都在更新，都睡不着。
那个时候觉得这个事情应该不简单。
我武汉的有朋友感染，也是一线的医务人员。
然后我那2天就有点流鼻涕，然后我妈就特别紧张，然后就说啊，我万一要有个好歹，她就不活了。
我妈是感染了，然后医院就说高度疑似，然后有专门的车过来接她。
我有一个高中同学的妈妈感染，但是现在她已经痊愈了，算是不幸中的万幸。
远方的亲戚就是有一对夫妻确诊了，过了1个星期之后，已经有一位几乎已经快治疗好了，然后另一位亲人就去世了。
没有想过这种事情会发生在自己身边，但是确确实实发生了。
就是我原来就觉得哪有什么，还是突然一下遭遇重大变故了，不会的，那都是运气不好的人，那都是小概率事件。现在你就真的会觉得说，人生当中就是会突然遇见这种大的变故。
在死亡边缘的人其实没有选择，可能只有被选择，所以活着真好。
武汉一个自己生活了30多年的城市，然后突然一下整个城市都黑了，没有人，就会觉得自己的城市怎么变成这样子了。
武汉是能够过关的。
疫情结束之后，最想做的事情就是想去草坪上面晒太阳，
带自己的家人到处走走看看吧，
去见最爱的人，
出来晒个太阳，剪个头发。
那个小品贸楼上制成的那个煲仔饭，他们家煲仔饭好好吃。
吃好吃的，然后逛街。
以前酒喝少了，都再多喝点。歌没唱爽的， 唱几个通宵，
认认真真好好的赚钱。
疫情结束后最想上班，
最想的就是赶紧回归到正常的生活。
武汉加油！武汉加油！加油！加油！
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean.
And now, the nations of the world, brought to you by Yakko Warner.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago.
And now, the nations of And now, the nations of the world, brought to you by Yakko Warner.
United States. Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, and French Guiana, Barbados, and Guam. Norway and Sweden and Iceland and Finland and Germany now one piece. Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia. Turkey and Greece. Poland, Romania, Scotland, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq, and Iran. There's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, both Yemen, Kuwait, and Bahrain. The Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium, and Portugal, France, England, Denmark, and Spain. India, Pakistan, Burma, Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal, and Bhutan, Cambodia, Malaysia, then Bangladesh, Asia, and China.
Why the fuck you lying?
Korea, Japan, Mongolia, Laos, and Tibet, Indonesia, the Philippine Islands, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, New Guinea, Sumatra, New Zealand, and Borneo, and Vietnam, Tunisia, Morocco, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, Mozambique, Zambia, Swaziland, Gambia, Guinea, Algeria, Ghana. Burundi, Lesotho, and Malawi, Togo, the Spanish Sahara is gone. Niger, Nigeria, Chad, and Liberia, Egypt, Benin, and Gabon, Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya, and Mali, Sierra Leone, and Algeria, Dahomey, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Congo, Zaire, Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau, Madagascar, Rwanda, Majorca, and Cayman, Hong Kong, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Yugoslavia, Crete, Mauritania, then Transylvania, Monaco, Liechtenstein, Malta, and Palestine, Fiji, Australia, Sudan.
Hey. So we reached 50,000 subscribers in exactly 5 days.
Is the movie Face Off slow deepfake? In case you're unfamiliar with the term, deepfake software essentially allows users to swap out an image of one person's face with another through artificial intelligence, which is what we're focusing on here. We're excluding mashup images of animated characters, as well as videos that just used simple editing filters.
His last name will become a noun and a verb.
Number 10. Jimmy Fallon as Paul Rudd. Jimmy Fallon and Paul Rudd share a fair deal in common. Both are funny men, both are musically inclined, and both have somehow managed to maintain perpetually youthful appearances even as they enter middle age.
Oh my goodness, Paul, great to see you. How's it going? Oh, really good.
The two even kind of look like each other with dark brown slicked up hair and clear pale skin. Their likeness is only made more apparent through this deepfake video, which plasters Fallon's face onto Rudd's head. Looking at the side-by-side comparison, the viewer may assume that they're seeing double at first. Focusing on the right image, however, it becomes clear.
And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth.
He's a pedantic, pontificating, pretentious bastard. A belligerent old fart, a worthless, steaming pile of cow. He's old.
He should have been out of the game years ago, but he can't stay home because he hates his wife. You've met her at the Christmas parties. She's the one that gets plastered and calls him a retard. And you, Tom, you're the biggest brown nose I'd ever seen. You good? I'll see you later, dickhead.
Spider-Man!
Oh my gosh, this is it!
Tell everyone to hang on!
Break it down! Any more bright ideas?
I got a few. Yeah!
Now, this just moments ago, as the House votes on tabling an impeachment resolution, here's what the president said moments ago.
No, if people want to leave our country, they can. If they don't want to love our country, if they don't want to fight for our country, they can. I'll never change on that, no. It would be historic. So you ought to look at some of the horrible statements, because there's never been statements like that. Really going in a direction that nobody thought possible. They're going so far left, they're going to fall off a cliff. So I think...
Okay, we got all the shoulder shot. We got a shot right here. Okay, cool. Hey. Boss man. Hey, make sure you give me the thing. All right. Yeah.
Nerd. Which one?
Class clown. I was a class clown. I was a class clown back in high school. I was a class clown because I was the one I was just making everybody laugh. I was the one who I would throw my voice.
I see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see that.
Nah, that's my turn now. I'm going to ask you a question, Rock.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
How was it working with...
It was obvious, quite obvious. From the photo, it was me.
Heather McDonald, ITN. Who do you say was the best?
Although, I did hear of one Mexican who managed to do it in 14 minutes.
The world were upon me. And I welcome the eyes of the one world. with the ears? Yes.
You must have a very vague idea by now. Who do you think you are?
I'm a guy.
Yes!
Who had sex with the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh,
why are you running? Are you doing this for world peace?
Are you doing this for the homeless?
Like running. I just felt like running. Makes sense to people.
I mean, it was like an alarm went off in my head, you know? I said, here's a guy that's got his act together. Here's somebody who's got it all of you anywhere, Mr. Gump.
So, I got company. And after that, I got more company. And then, even more people joined. Nah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I would like to talk to some of the people who say just because recently that I allegedly put the pill in. Who is Hannibal Buress?
Just one show like this. Just do one like that. But like I said, I don't want...
How would you accept an Oscar?
Well, you know, what first I would say to these people, why did it take so long? That's my question. I should have been had me an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? Why did it take so long? That's my question. I should have been had me an Oscar. You seen me. Y'all seen me. Yes.
From Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders, independent senator from Vermont. Senator, good to see you. What's your reaction to President Trump obliging? Asking.
Well, I wish I could tell you, Ali, that I am shocked. I am xenophobe and who is a religious bigot. But the idea that a member of the United States Congress...
Omar and Tlaib are critical of, as you've been critical of.
Well, all that I am saying is that we need a Middle East policy.
He is exactly like you in every way, except 1/8 your size.
Breathtaking. I shall call him Mini-Me. Are you hungry? Something to eat? Not even a Hot Pocket? I'm thwarted by Austin Powers.
Because you never kill him when you get the chance to, and you're a big dope.
No.
you should care, because I'm the girl who's gonna win the special prize at the end.
Well, you do seem confident.
I always thought a verruca was a type of wart you got on the bottom of your foot. So do I. I never expected to have so much in common. You, TV. You're the little devil who cracked the system. And you. Well, you're just lucky to be here, aren't you?
Of course I'm no happy. Look at me, I've got bigger titties than you do. I've got more chins than a Chinese 4 years, which is long enough to declare legally dead. I can't stop eating. Someone I have to get in touch with and forgive.
You know, carbs are the enemy, you know.
Yeah.
Gasoline to fill his cab. And he has heard of the president's tweets. He's using the pictures of the big Middle Eastern possible terrorists in there.
Pues no sé por qué él estaría diciendo eso, porque
I don't understand.
es lo que más me duele. Tengo
That's what hurts me the most, is I have 3 kids, and I had to leave them behind because there's no job.
When do you think you'll see them again? It's hard, yeah. Let's say it's.
What is it?
A Persian messenger awaits you.
Before you speak, Persian, know that in Sparta, everyone,
She can speak among men. Listen carefully, Leonidas. Xerxes conquers and controls. So massive, it shakes the ground with its march. So vast, it drinks the river.
Submission.
Madman. You're a madman.
Earth and water. But you'll find plenty of both down there.
Move out! And I'll just, no.
Whoa.
Are you? You know the end of The Matrix when he stops the bullets in midair and they hover right in front of his hand and he puts his hand down and he cocks his head and the bullets in the ground? That's what I mean. She'd come at me, she'd be like, why don't you just, and she goes, and I cock my head, she says, what the fuck did you just do to me?
No, that's when you do that with footballers, like he said about Leeds, and when you do things like that about a man like Stuart Pearce, I've kept really quiet, but I'll tell you something. He went down in my estimation when he said that. We have not resorted to that, but I'll tell you, you can tell him now, be watching it, we're still fighting for this title, and he's got to go to Middlesbrough and get something. And I'll tell you, honestly, I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Yes, milady.
So? You feeling all like,
The JD and Cox train is pulling into the station. Confused and incredibly
you must
annoyed.
have a metaphor you want
Who sleep every president.
Only one gets away. Nobody's gonna remember who they were. Come on. Nobody's gonna remember what they saved.
You're gonna fight or you plan on boring me?
Problem of income inequality in this country. You said we shouldn't, quote, demonize the rich. You said nobody has to be punished. No one's standard of living would change. Nothing would fundamentally
It's about respect.
change.
It's being able to look your kid in the eye and say everything's going to be okay. Too many people who are
Play, I think we can say you play a member of the Manson family.
I do.
A hippie.
Yes.
You have armpit hair. Is that your real armpit hair, or is it like little wigs there in the inside?
No, I can really, I guess, grow
Is there?
a
Do you shampoo that and condition, or is it, or are you just a bar of soap?
No, I mean, it's definitely
a cool look that people do, but I was eager. Yeah.
They're like, it's on Hollywood Opens Friday. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. An evil wizard has trapped me inside this YouTube video. Click subscribe to help me escape.
Hide the pain. Breathe through it. Lion's breath. Okay, let's hide the pain coming onto your hey, fancy seeing you down here. And then bone by bone, roll up through your spine, finding your fold. Crawl, release the pain. Inhale it. And then bring your hand, and then let's sit.
Where we're also plugged in as like nodes on the network for questions and answers. We're all collectively programming the AI and Google plus all the humans.
I thought my jokes were bad. You ought to know, you bought it. Certain lawyers wouldn't dare cross any of you. I mean, what happened, Jabal? I know why you choose to have the Batman. See that? And as for him and make him squeal, we kill the Batman for free. Half.
We kissed Daddy, and the angel told us.
Special age when a girl has only one thing on her mind. Boys.
Homicide.
Help me! I'm drowning! Help me! I'm dying!
I can't swim. We have to see our family. It's very important.
It'll be $18.
Here you go. Keep the change. Hi, doggy.
You're my favorite customer.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Promise? They tricked me and I don't care anymore. You think about everything.
What's the matter?
I don't drink, you know that. You must be crazy. I can't drink this. You're right. It tastes good.
I am right. I know. Don't worry about those fuckers.
And now is the time to declare yourself. Harry Potter is dead. Harry Potter is dead! And now is the time to declare yourself. Or die.
You don't listen, do you? All I have are negative thoughts.
And told people I was going to be a comedian.
I didn't know if I even really existed. I do. To notice. Bring me out. Can you introduce me as Joker?
I took a shower washing every body part with natural soaps, including in between my toes and in my belly button, which I never did before but sort of enjoyed. I washed my hair with just more shine. I can't seem to find my toothbrush, so I'll pick one up when I go out today. Other than that, I'm in good shape.
Blackmail. As you know, the royal family of Britain are the wealthiest side of marriage, and therefore would have to divorce. Throw me a frickin' bone here. The weather-changing machine, which was in essence a sophisticated heat beam, which we call the ozone layer. Unless the world pays us a Oh, hell, let's just do it.
Come on, you son of a bitch! Throw it!
part of you. But exploring is not a game.
Dora.
An ancient city made of prove it.
And me.
Your own age, like
Music sounds like this.
Be yourself. Excuse me?
Where did you transfer from?
The jungle.
Get it off! Get it off!
Of course, I have to keep going no matter what.
Don't say you're late.
It's wonderful to see you, Gandalf.
Tell you the truth, Bilbo's been a bit odd lately. Then keep your secrets.
Good.
But I know you have something to do with it.
Good gracious me.
Before you came along, we Bagginses were very well thought of.
Indeed.
Never had any adventures or did anything unexpected. You're back.
So am I, dear boy.
Barack Obama giving the sex talk.
Okay, first you gotta get the thing. Right, this isn't gonna be easy, but progress really is. So listen up. When a man loves a woman, sometimes he wants to stimulate her economy. Now, let me be clear. I'm talking about consensual sex. It's complete.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. People for hope. Yet you all come. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words. The lucky ones. Yet people are suffering. People, entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
I forgot to say, please.
My name is Annie Wilkes.
I think one of my
Paul, I've read everything of yours, but the misery novels. You must be a good man, or you could never have created such a wondrous, loving creature as Misery Chastain.
Very kind.
I don't want her, Smith! I want her! And you murdered her!
You die. I know you've been out. Is this what you're looking for? Darling, trust me.
Oh, yay, look at that.
Don't, just leave it. Leave it on football.
Hey, good actor.
I told you. Come on, cut it out. It's the playoffs.
Hey.
Not for me.
I want you to be my daddy. Damn. And I'll tell mommy about it.
We're gonna go see
Looks
Daddy?
pretty lame. I don't know. What do you think?
Hiya, fella. What you doing, huh? What you doing?
I'm on the run, gotta go.
Yeah, right back at you, babe.